Hi Leo, welcome to Therapy with Rex. I hope you've had a wonderful week last week, and I'm excited to see what's going on with you guys this week. I've been on a bit of a hiatus for some personal reasons, and hopefully I am going to be back to your regularly scheduled program. Alright, let's get started, shall we? King of Swords, Ten of Swords, the Empress, the Queen of Cups, the Emperor, the Devil, the Six of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. Alright, Leo, what is going on? So in your current energies, you have the King of Swords. King of Swords is all about not having like that emotional reaction, trying to be like intellectual about things, not so emotional about things, weighing the facts as you see them. You know, you're trying to have a clear head, very disciplined and strict, and very intellectual about things. Again, not emotional. In your obstacles, you have a Ten of Swords, which tells me you're having a hard time letting go of something or dismounting the dead horse, as we say, which makes sense that you're trying to you must be really emotionally involved in this thing that you can't let go of, and that's why you're trying to have a clear head about things, and you're trying to think about things like logically, like, does this make sense? So yeah, that makes total sense. So you must be having a hard time letting go of something that's no longer serving you, by the way. This situation that you just don't want to let go of, it is done. It's dead, it's done, it's gone, it's not coming back to life. You've played out every scenario you possibly can with this situation. So in your best interest, I know you're looking for signs of life, but there are none. There's no reason. You should just let go. Best case scenario is the Empress. The Empress is all about nurturing. You need to nurture. It's a piece of you that you're not nurturing, and maybe it's you're not nurturing the wounds that are still left open from this situation, and that's why you're trying so hard. You're grasping for some sign of life in this situation, but there is none. So maybe you need to nurture the pieces of you that have been torn apart by this, that's giving you such a hard time to let go. You need to nurture those pieces back together so that you can let go, so that you can finally breathe and let go and expand. What you can use is the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is all about calm and intuition and kindness and compassion and warmth and healing and being supportive. And I feel like you need to be this way with yourself in this situation. I don't know why you're not wanting to see what's going on with it. Like something has got you blinded by it, or has the truth kind of twisted, is what I'm getting. But you need to try to center yourself and be more calm and like go within, because I think within you do know that this situation's gone. You're just grasping for like, how can I make it work? There's got to be a way to make this work, and there's just not. And you just need to be more calm and go within and understand, and you definitely need to heal. There's a lot of healing that needs to be done so that you can let go and move on. Which just passes the Emperor. The Emperor is all about like leadership. So maybe you got pushed into kind of a leadership role, or you're trying to take the lead on a situation, or it's about like it's about leadership, like being the leader in a situation. Maybe you were pushed into the leadership role in this situation, and you're just looking for ways to revive it, or you took the lead, or you're trying to change your life in like a in a way that projects you as the leader, and not so much like I'm just going to follow along. You're trying to lead your life and not follow along and react to what goes on with it. What's coming is the devil energy, which tells me, again, if you don't deal with this situation, if you don't understand, if you don't come to terms with the reality of the situation, that it's finished, it will push you into the devil energy, which is energy that does not serve us. You feel bound to it. You feel like it, and it makes you feel like you're trapped and like you can't get free. But you can easily free yourself from the devil energy. The way you stay in the devil energy is by doing whatever you do to anesthetize yourself from your feelings. We all have different vices that we use to escape reality, right? To make the bad feelings go away. But in reality, you're not actually making them go away. You're just not dealing with them. You're not seeing the truth. And then in turn, you prolong the suffering because you never actually deal with it. It is time for you to understand what you're feeling and to nurture those feelings. Put the facts on paper. Put if you want to be logical about it, if that's where you're trying to be right now, put it on paper. Put the pros and cons in so you can see it right in front of you. So it's some material, tangible thing that you can see, and you can see why it's not working, and you can understand it from a more intellectual space if that's what you need at this time. The most important thing for you to do is deal with these emotions and these feelings that keep coming up around this situation. You need to take each feeling that you have and understand it on a more personal level so that you can nurture it to a place where you can feel healed from it. That's the only way you're going to move on from this situation, is by healing this internal turmoil that you're feeling, these internal emotions that this situation has broken you. It's time to move on from that. But don't get like into the devil spiral energy. You can avoid that and say, I'm not going to even go there. I'm just going to deal with it. I'm going to, sometimes that's what the devil does. It catches us off guard, right? And we think, oh no, I'm not avoiding it. I'm just doing this because this makes me feel better. But because you're doing this, you're avoiding dealing with this. And then it takes so much longer. It puts you back sometimes months or years in dealing with the actual reality of the situation so that you can move on to the real blessings that are meant to be. Because at the end of the day, if one window is closing, another door is opening, correct? Like, there's much better things for us. And the universe, whether we choose to or not, will push us into being the best versions we can of ourselves. You just have to answer that call. Your attitude is the Six of Pentacles. You just want your energy to be matched. You want the right thing to happen. You want what you're putting out, you want it back. And that makes, I think that's what everybody in life wants. We all want our energy to be matched. We all want our karmic energy to come back to us, right? Like, I'm giving everything. Excuse me, when am I going to get it back? I want my generosity, I want my charity, I want support, I want material help, I want gratitude. I want to receive as much as I'm giving. And what people think is the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is very bold. He is very he has a vision, and he's very daring, and so people see that you are like, there's been a change in you. And I think that's where this lead with the Emperor came in. Something about you changed, and you became more bold and more assertive and more like, I'm not just going to follow this situation anymore. I'm going to flip this situation. You haven't let go of it, which obviously is the best thing for you, but you flipped the situation in a sorts. Like, you may have kind of just been following it and reacting to it and been a prisoner, so to say, of it. But now you're like, no, I'm going to take control of the situation, and I'm going to mold the situation to better fit me and my life. The situation doesn't serve you. It does not serve you. But people can see that you've actually taken the steps to be bold, be more bold and assertive in this situation. So people can see that something changed about you. You got tired of the way things were going, but So yeah, the change that you've undergone is apparent to people around you. Your hopes and fears are the Four of Wands. Yeah, you're ready to celebrate life. You're ready to be happy and celebrate and have a community. It could mean some kind of party that's coming up, like a house party or some kind of party. You're just ready for some reunions and some stability and some happiness in life, and you're ready to celebrate some things in life. Your outcome is the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is the card of, it's getting an education and mastering your skills and putting in work still. You gotta, to become the master of your craft. It's gonna take still work and commitment and dedication, and you're gonna have a lot to learn still in order to make this situation and to heal yourself in the end, right? I think that's what the basis of all of this is a self-healing. It's not really a skill. It's just healing yourself, loving yourself, nurturing yourself, trusting your intuition, thinking clearly and not letting your emotions take over. And that takes time, and don't be in a hurry to get there. Enjoy the journey along the way. Enjoy learning to get to know yourself, because that's where your power lies, in you. All right, Leo, let's pull some clarifiers. And oh, look at that, Ten of Swords. Dead and gone. The situation's done. It's done, my friend. Yeah. There's no reviving that situation. He has 10 swords in his back, by the way. 10. He's not getting up. It's over. He still has hope, though. Isn't that funny? He still has hope that he can revive it, that he can just pull all them swords out his back and, move on. But he has 10 wounds to heal now, even if he does live, by the way. He will have 10 deep, deep wounds that will take a long time for him to heal. Yeah. You have to deal with the reality of the situation. All right, let's pull some clarifiers. We got the Ace of Cups just pulled out. That means that's I think once you start healing, or once you start dealing with those wounds, the healing will come, and you will have your cup will runneth over with spirituality and intuition and love and creativity and intimacy for life. You will find a new renewal for life and love and creativity. Like, you'll find that new passion that you haven't had in a while. All right, let's pull some cards. No more jumpers. All right, Leo, let's see. On the King of Swords, look at that. You got the Four of Wands again right here. You're ready for a celebration. You're ready to be happy. You're ready for the zest in life, and this situation is really pulling you down. There's something that you need to heal within, and you need just to take the time to heal yourself. You deserve that. In your obstacle, the High Priestess, you're not trusting your intuition. I think you know deep down, like I said, you know that this situation no longer serves you. If you didn't know that, then you wouldn't have taken the initiative to flip the script, so to say, right? You flipped it. And now, instead of just just being done with it, you're still trying to make it work, but on your terms, which is great, right? It's something, it's different. But at the end of the day, this situation doesn't work. It doesn't serve you. There's a reason why you're feeling the way you're feeling about the situation. It's time to just let it go and trust your intuition. You know this. You already know it deep inside of you. Listen to your gut. You know this. Trust yourself. You need to trust yourself, Leo. Best case scenario, on the Empress, we got strength. Yep. You are strong enough to do this. It's time for you to take all that strength and nurture yourself, nurture your wounds, nurture, why am I feeling this way? Put that energy that you want back, put it into yourself, because that's how you're going to get it back. You need to nurture your own stuff. Instead of nurturing this person or this situation, whatever it is for you, nurture yourself and your wounds and your stomach and your gut and your emotions, and why am I feeling this way, and get to the core of that so that you can heal it, so that you can let go, so that you can move on and receive all the blessings that are meant for you. On the Queen of Cups, you've got the Queen of Cups. Look at that. You need to trust yourself. You need to be more calm, and listen to your intuition. You are intuitive, you are kind, you are compassionate, you are warm, and you have everything you need to heal yourself and support yourself. Stop looking without, because you'll only get the answers and the truth that you need from within. What's just passed on the Emperor is the Tower. You learned a huge truth, and that's what shook your world. I knew it was something. And that's what made you flip the script, so to say. And you were like, screw this, I'm not following this anymore. I'm going to take control of this situation. And so you thought flipping the script would be enough, but it hasn't turned out to be enough. You're still struggling with these emotions. You're still struggling with these wounds. You're still struggling with the feeling that something just isn't right. And you know it. You can feel it inside of you. And you thought by making these changes that would fix it, but it doesn't appear to be fixing it. Because you need to realize there's no fixing this situation. It's done and it no longer serves you. Listen to your intuition, listen to your gut. What's coming on the Devil? Look at that, 8 of Pentacles. Again, 8 of Pentacles. Your reading just keeps repeating the same thing. You can choose to heal your wounds, or you can choose to heal like give into that devil energy. Either way, you're going to be putting in work, right? So you can put in the work to heal, or you can put in the work to distract. It's going to take an equal amount either way. And the choice is yours at the end of the day. It's totally yours. So are you going to try to put the energy toward healing yourself, or are you going to put the energy to distracting yourself? I think at the end of the day, you'll still get wherever it is you're meant to be. It's just going to take longer if you take this route. And you'll get there a lot sooner, and you'll start feeling a lot better if you go this route and you put that energy and that strength and that time into your healing and not into neglect. And look at that. Your attitude is the 10 of Cups, which means I can do this. I know that everything isn't perfect, and I think you already found that out when the truth came out. It's not perfect, but I'm strong. I can deal with whatever it is. You just need to tweak it, though. You need to understand that there is no fixing this situation. It's done. It's done. The cards have spoken. The situation's done. You can't revive it. And you know that. And you just want to be happy. And you're very resourceful, and you're very able to adapt to situations. But why? Why adapt to something that's never going to be fulfilling to you and your truth and you're honest? Like, be real with yourself, because you deserve that. You deserve to be real with yourself, and you deserve to be happy. And the only way you're going to get that is if you accept nothing less. What people think on a King of Wands is the Fool. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, calling you out. Yeah. People think you're being foolish, trying to make this situation work. You're being bold and assertive, and they see the changes you made, but they're like, why didn't they see it coming? Why did they ignore the red flags? They're better than this. Why didn't they, they're trying to, they see you being a little bit naive and a little bit childlike when it comes to the reality and the reality of the situation. They know that you're smarter than this, and you're choosing to ignore some red flags, it looks like. On the Four of Wands, on your hopes and fears, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Lots of Queen energy. Queen of Pentacles is motherly. She's generous. She's sensible. She's nurturing. That keeps coming out. You need to nurture yourself, though, not nurture the situation. It's time to love yourself and nurture those wounds. You need to pull those swords out, and you need to clean and heal those wounds. And some of them are deeper than others, and you need to get to the root of them to understand why they hurt so bad. And it looks like, they stem from not this situation. This situation has exacerbated the wounds. It's something from your past. It's something from a long time ago that you've not dealt with still. And so it's come up again, and it will keep coming up until you decide to actually heal those wounds. And it's no fun. I absolutely 100% get healing your wounds is no fun. It hurts. It's painful. I think we tend to get the surface, right, where the pain is really painful. We can't take it any longer, so we deal with that wound. But then we don't get to the source of the wound. We just get to make it stop hurting. But you got to go a little bit deeper, to find the source of the wound so you can heal that bottom layer. And once you heal that bottom layer, then the true healing will take place. And that's when the big transformations are. And in your outcome, the Seven of Wands, yeah, you have a lot of work ahead. Seven of Wands is all about, competition or perseverance and defending yourself and protecting your energy. Not everybody's going to be on your side about this, especially if you probably got some resistance in this, and that's why you're holding on so tightly. You need to protect yourself and know that you're doing the right thing for you. And don't let anybody else tell you what's best for you, because only you know what feels good and what feels right. And if it doesn't, then you need to stop doing it. At the end of the day, you got this, Leo. There are better days ahead. It's just time for healing, and that's okay. That's what life is all about, is healing, right? It's beautiful. I'm excited for you, Leo. I think that you're headed in the right direction. Don't fight yourself. You're not your enemy. Love yourself. All right, so those are your messages, and until next week, tell your truth, find your voice, and sing your song. God bless.